Hey guys, it's Melanie. So this month's intermittent fasting video is doing this as a bonus video. I actually missed uploading this last week. I typically like to do the previous month's update during the first week of the new month. But as most of you know who have been watching my videos since the new year, I ended up getting the flu. I had flu type B over the New Year's, and it really kind of knocked me on my butt for basically the entire first week of the new year, and it was rough. But I thought that I would kind of focus on, in this update, how I dealt with the intermittent fasting, both through the Christmas holiday, which obviously was in December, and then also through this flu that I ended up getting. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with just December overall. The first part of the month, leading up to almost right up to Christmas, honestly, I did pretty well. I am still doing the 16-8 method. There were definitely a few times in December, however, where I was still getting really hungry right around 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was breaking my fast an hour early. Now, I've said in previous videos that I'm not super strict about breaking my fast. If I'm crazy hungry, I'm going to eat. And so I did give into that several times, more towards the latter part of the month as we were getting closer to Christmas. I was just getting hungrier and hungrier, it seemed like. I was still working out on a very regular basis leading up to probably the 2 days before Christmas. And then I still worked out, but it was a little bit more intermittent for the remainder of the month. And then obviously the beginning of the new year, I was not able to get to the gym either. But for the most part, with the food, I still tried my hardest with the intermittent fasting. It wasn't difficult to maintain throughout Christmas, but I wasn't quite as strict with myself as I was, you know, from May on, which is when I started intermittent fasting last year. So I don't think that I gained any weight through the holidays. You know, I tried to still eat as healthy as I could. I definitely had more treats than I do at other points during the year. I do love holiday cookies. I do just love holiday sweets in general. So I did give into that a little bit more, but I don't think that I felt any more bloated or look like I gained any weight or anything like that. For those of you that are new to my intermittent fasting updates, I do not weigh myself, so that's probably irritating to you because you want to know the exact number that I've lost in terms of pounds. But I got really obsessive about checking my weight at first, and that's not a healthy habit for me. And so I am gauging my intermittent fasting success on how my stomach feels, on how I look when I look in the mirror. If I look nice and trim, then I'm going to consider that my success. I know that that doesn't appease those of you who like to deal with numbers, but I don't weigh myself anymore. I don't care. That is not the measure of success for me when it comes to the intermittent fasting. It really is how I feel and how I look. So, and I don't feel that I looked any different really, despite the extra treats here and there. So, like I said, working out was pretty good for most of the month, but once Christmas came around and family came into town, I didn't go to the gym as much between, I would say, December 23rd, and I actually did go on the 23rd. I think that was kind of like my last real, like, regular gym day. And then my parents went home on the 26th, and I went a couple times between the 26th and the 30th. Now, on the 30th, I started feeling just really sick, and it turned out that I had gotten the flu. My whole family got it. So my husband got it first. He got really sick on the 29th, and then the 30th it hit Stella and I. And then basically from the 30th until I would say January 6th, I was in bed. I I was not eating my regular meals at all. I wasn't going to the gym, obviously. I was just basically trying to survive. The flu is really rough. I mean, I've had some bugs in the past, you know, just some tummy bugs that Stella has brought home from school or things that she's picked up in preschool or daycare. But the flu was really, really rough. I have never really felt quite like that before. So the funny thing is, though, that my husband and my daughter really tend to lose their appetite when they get really sick like that. I didn't. I actually got more hungry again. So during that week when I was mostly laid up, I wasn't really paying attention to the intermittent fasting, and I was probably breaking my fast at 10 o'clock on average. Usually we were in bed by 7:30 at night. So I stopped eating right around, you know, 7:30. But I was still breaking my fast earlier than I should. But I didn't care. And I think you have to keep that in mind when doing something like this. It is flexible. Sometimes you're going to get sick and you're either going to get really hungry or you might not get hungry at all, in which case, you know, don't force yourself to eat. I really felt like I needed food in my body to like function at all. I'm the one that still had to take care of my daughter and my husband. I still had to get up and feed our animals, let them outside on a regular basis. So I sort of did what I needed to get through that week, and it definitely meant just sort of doing away with the intermittent fasting for the most part, or severely cutting back my fasting time. So now that we are officially in the second week of the new year, I'm recording this on Monday. I don't know when this video is going up, but I am definitely back to a more strict intermittent fasting way of eating. So I'm back on the 16-8, which means that I'm fasting for 16 hours, eating for 8. I do plan on returning to the gym officially today. I did go yesterday just to do some light cardio to sort of see where I was at. But I am going to the gym 6 days a week again. I'm just ready to start this new year with the intermittent fasting, with the workouts almost every single day of the week. That is where my body feels the happiest. That is where I feel the healthiest. That is what makes me feel the most productive, and it is my goal to continue with that indefinitely this year. You know, provided I don't get sick or anything horrible happens, I think that this will be a very easy thing for me to maintain in 2018, and I will continue to update you guys on how things are going. You know, if I have some drastic weight loss. I know some of you have changed to the 24 method. I don't remember, this is not the lean gains, that's what I'm doing right now. I believe that's the warrior diet, is the 24. So you're fasting for 20 hours and you're eating for 4 hours. I still don't have an interest in doing that. I'm still seeing good results from 16-8. So, however, if you have stalled, you might need to fast for longer, or fasting just might not be your thing. You really have to pay attention to your body, and that's the one thing I will say to you guys. If you're thinking about doing this, just try it. It's easy enough to try, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Try something else. You know, I know there are a lot of people out there that believe in, if you're doing this for weight loss, using Weight Watchers, or, you know, doing a meal service. Whatever ends up working for you is what you need to do. I have just found this to be the easiest method for me. I have definitely maintained what I think is a very healthy weight for myself. I don't look in the mirror and think, ugh, you know. I look in the mirror and think, I like my body. I'm almost 40. It's not going to be perfect, but I feel pretty good, have a lot of energy, and this is very easy for me to maintain. It's no stress. I don't have to think about it, and that's the best part. So, again, I'll continue to keep you guys updated. If you are doing intermittent fasting, let me know down below in the comments how it's going for you, because I'm curious about those of you who have adopted this lifestyle as well. So let me know where you're at, and I wish you guys all a happy, healthy 2018. My year is getting off a week late from where I expected to be starting off, but that's okay. Sometimes there are setbacks and you just kind of do what you can. So Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.